What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror comedy film review. Today we're going to talk about one of the last two films I haven't reviewed in the Ghostbuster franchise, and that's the newest one, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. It was released March 22nd, 2024, and it's directed by Gil Kennan, who did films like Monster House, Poltergeist, the 2015 remake. I have a review for that. It's awful. Anyways, and then Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I've actually reviewed as well, and City of Ember. This had a budget or a box office earnings of $201.8 million. Now, this is supposed to be a middle film because I think they're doing a trilogy, if I remember correctly. And this is sort of like the middle padded section of this trilogy. So you meet up with the family from the first one, and they're still out trying to stop the ghost from inhabiting New York and everything like that, and trying to take them out. But soon they realize that the ghost containment unit in the firehouse is pretty much at capacity, and they're not sure how to deal with it. And then an evil force comes and tries to cause havoc amongst the city and stuff, and with the public and stuff sort of not really realizing the need for Ghostbusters and stuff like that, especially like the politicians and stuff. They're really at their wits' end, and it takes a lot of them to come together and try to take out this big bad evil force. So, how did this movie compare to the others? Felt like a lot of Ghostbusters too. Yeah. Okay. So first off, there's too many characters in this movie. There's tons. There's like 30, and it's just like each one gets a little bit of screen time, but there's no point. There's no point for having all these people in this film. Like, ooh, they're in the first movie, so they threw them in here and gave them a little bit of screen time. Like, Wolfhard, or whatever his name is, he has no point in being this whole movie besides being part of the family. He has some pointless screen time. A lot of their stupid nerdy friends and stuff are just thrown in there, and that it does have some pretty callback charm to some of the older Ghostbusters stuff, and they try to incorporate new ideas like new containment units and stuff where they can study ghosts and things, and it has some pretty cool ideas like that. It's just the story is so bland with overpopulated with characters that it doesn't have time to flesh out the actual menacing presence that's supposed to be coming or anything like that. It's kind of just quickly thrown in, and it's just quickly patched together in a way. Now, I do gotta say the villain looks really menacing and dark, and I like the look of the villain. He comes off as a super badass when he comes in, and then he basically becomes the weak piece of shit, and they somehow quickly easily take him out. And it's basically a recap of the climax of the afterlife, which was kind of pointless. It's kind of, they played this super safe, which a lot of modern movies do, which drives me insane. Get creative, make some creative decisions, quit playing it safe and just giving us little bits to earn your money. Like, come on. Like, big studio films are dying out, and they're crashing and burning like crazy. But yeah, this is basically your typical blockbuster, let's just say. Very little creativity, too many characters because there's 4,000 genders now, and things like that, and they don't want to offend anybody, so you gotta make everything overly bloated, and it just becomes a meh type of film. And this is one that it is here. It's also the middle of a trilogy, so it's definitely going to be padded as hell. So but I do like the villain, and I thought like the CGI and stuff like that looks actually pretty good. And it's just too bad the characters were pretty dull, too many, and the story was just bland, and it wasn't really worth it. But overall, it's still a decent little popcorn flick, but nothing to gripe about. Don't waste your time sitting through it if you don't want to see it. So I'm going to give this film a 2.5 out of 5. it has some potential. Has obviously the nostalgia value, which has been going on for the last 10 years in films, and yeah. But hopefully, the next one's not as bad because, well, it's heading towards the 2016 film. Bad, but yeah. But I actually still haven't reviewed that. It's the only one I haven't reviewed, and I'm not reviewing it anytime soon unless you want me to. But yeah. So, but if you want to check out this movie, I think it's still in theaters actually, so I don't think it's streaming anywhere. But also, I'll link the trailer down below so you at least see that down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. Just put the film title in there and some history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below with Derek P reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people will comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Also, let me know what your favorite Ghostbusters film is down below as well. And also, if you want me to review the 2016 one, the only one I haven't done anytime soon, let me know down below as well. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought checking out together. And also share my opinions on popular films, so come out classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to continue on with the Friday the 13th franchise with Friday the 13th, A New Beginning in the next review. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. That's it for this one. So yeah, watch out for all those ghosts coming back and plaguing us. And yeah. I'm not a huge, I don't really believe in ghosts, so, but it's a cool concept. But yeah, hopefully they actually torment us and make us learn how to make better movies. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.